Hello and welcome to Flashback Generations.
Hi.
Tonight, Pete and I are going to delve into the depths of a D&D light and GW's probably historical
Massive for them, yeah.
Embrace into what became Warhammer. Of course, we're going to be talking about the epic game of HeroQuest.
What is it?
Okay, HeroQuest, as many of us know, is a generic D&D style fantasy based dungeon crawler. Very simple rules, aimed at the younger audience, and was primarily meant to be a feeder into the wider world of Warhammer.
What do you get?
This box is absolutely stuffed with really nice, high quality miniatures, cards, and well, dice. For the time, this was exceptional. There was never, I will state that there was no game that had this sort of quality and attention given.
We'd not seen anything like this, but that's because we're too young, Si. If we were a bit older, there were games like this in the early 80s that were based on D&D, board game versions of D&D that had maps and little doorways and all the rest of it. So this is a return for the industry to that. But we'd not seen, well, I'd not seen anything like this when this came out. I was like, whoa, one box, you get an army of miniatures,
get everything,
heroes, and tons of baddies, all different types of baddies. Furniture, that was a revelation, wasn't
Furniture, yeah, this furniture, as much as you're talking about D&D, I know that the maps existed.
Yeah.
The miniatures at the time were very, well, you know, go out and buy your separate metal.
Yeah. When GW started making money in the early 80s. Yeah.
The Prince August miniatures, everyone used to like press their own lead miniatures.
Yeah.
But this game, you know, it came with everything. It just felt like it was complete. I mean, this game single-handedly kind of started the GW revolution. It was the D6 systems, even though these dice here, the attack dice, have three symbols on them. You know, hit, goodie defense, baddie defense. That's it.
Yeah.
All of the cards, they've all got their nice artwork.
Yeah.
This, being an 80s game, black and white, you know, because colour was obviously expensive.
I forget the name of the guy who did these illustrations, but he was prolific in GW stuff around that time. Did all sorts of illustrations for him. Some of the card games they used to do back then. You know, it's a start. I can't remember his name at the minute. It's Tony Ackland or something like that.
The style is very similar to what you see in the fighting fantasy games as well.
Yeah, he did some of them. I think he did some of the covers for them and the illustrations. Yeah.
And of course, you get the famous Dungeon Master cover, so no one can cheat, because you've got your quest book here. So the Dungeon Master's going through it, and you know, they've got it here hidden, and they're telling.
It was really a full circle for GW, because they started making miniatures for D&D, then they did an army game for it called Warhammer, and then they made this, which is kind of a D&D dungeon crawler in the Warhammer world. So it was a full circle. We've just done that circle again. They've just released Warhammer Quest, which is the grandson of this, that has a DM screen included.
Oh, really?
I think, or separately available. Yeah, there's a DM screen just come out. So
not the same price. I think there's one.
We've gone round the house again.
This is when it came out. I think I remember seeing this for about £25.
Yeah, it's about that, which was a lot of money to us in them days, wasn't it?
Oh, of course, of course.
How many weeks' pocket money was that then?
Anyway, let's talk about the rules.
Yeah.
How does it work?
I've already stated that it's a D6 system. You know, so it's very basic, as Pete has pointed out. Every character's got like an attack value and a defense value. That's how many dice you roll. Skulls mean that you hit with a you know, every skull is one hit, one wound. Every shield is -1 hit, 1 wound.
Yeah.
You still see the system played quite a lot, you know. I mean, this
modern games use it. Just Imperial Assault's similar, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hits and blocks.
Attack and defense. What's your attack value? What's your defense value?
Yeah.
Of course, they tried to weight it up as much as possible so attackers are stronger. To do that, there's 3 skulls on this dice, and there's 2 goodie shields and 1 baddie shield. So the baddies are more likely.
The baddies suffer. Yeah.
Yeah, as Pete will probably talk about later. The movement was, at the time, like, it was actually a done thing. The goodies are all 2d6 each, so it's a random movement system. There's no, people don't have a set move.
That's very strange. It feels very odd now, doesn't it? But we wouldn't have thought anything about it back then.
It does. No, back in those days, all through the 90s, any games then, they would have had the same system.
The excuse given is that the heroes are piling their way through rubble, and the rubble's variable, so they might not always get where they want to be.
I think the thing that changed this whole dynamic is computer games more than anything.
Yeah.
Because computer games started going, you got a set movement, so I think board games copied that.
Your likes of Rebel Star Raiders, where you had a number of action points and you could always move.
Exactly.
The same distance,
so people would always know where they stand. So it became more of a puzzle game as opposed to
I'll tell you what,
game of chance.
Space Crusade didn't have random movement, and that was just after this one, I think. Just after.
2 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, fair enough. So we got the quest book. So the dungeon master every game will set up the map as intended. And the heroes will start somewhere and they have to battle through the quest. They get to the end and there's all these little, you get to a chest, what do you do with it? And, the heroes interact and then the guy would read out a little paragraph, this is what happens. It's very basic storytelling to a degree as well. And then they'd be told, here's your objective. And when they complete that, then you go to the next mission. Clear the board and restart. I mean, literally, you could play this game. You can bash out a game of this in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
No problem.
And there was the old blank map, so you could make your own, but photocopies were permitted. So you could make endless dungeons. Or you could just set them up yourself on the board. Yeah. It was great for kids of about 11, 12.
All right. Let's conclude by talking about our opinion on the game.
Is it any good?
What we're probably better off doing is making some bad points and good points. Because I've got so much nostalgia for this game, I'm very, very easygoing on it. I find it very hard to put anything in the bad column. But I do understand, for instance, the miniatures, are they dated?
They're dated, but even, there's a Fimir in there, isn't there? There's this guy you can talk about for 20 minutes, the Gargoyle, who's clearly a bloodthirster. And his miniature these days, as I've said on previous videos, is about that tall. But it's still a dog-faced demon with wings, a sword and a whip. It's the same guy. It's just, that's a baby one now, isn't it? The figures are great. The Chaos Warrior, they've just released the Chaos Warrior, who is nearly the twin of this one. It's a nostalgia re-release called Slambo. This is nearly Slambo.
I think we could put the miniatures of this into the good category.
Oh yeah, there's the old sorcerer. Everybody loves them. Everybody's attempted to paint one of them at some point. Or loads of us have. The heroes are absolutely classic. The miniatures are good, and the skeletons, orcs. You can't go wrong. We all love those guys.
They look great. Actually,
the furniture is brilliant.
They stood the test of time.
The furniture is brilliant. I mean, certain companies have released similar games recently, and this furniture is still better. Mentioning no names, little rats on candlesticks, bottles of potions.
Yep.
Awesome. The doors work. You've got closed doors and open doors. It's all great. There's tons of it. The board is still nice. It
is, and it's actually quite a clever setup because it means that everything's a different map every time, but you've just got the one map at the base. I always wondered why they never double-sided the map.
Yeah, they just never did it, and I don't know if they did it in those days. I don't remember any games doing that.
Well, to me, that's an entirely different map that they could have, double the amount. But I never got bored or saw any reason to change that. So expansions.
It's a piece of card with a sticker on it. Basically, that's what the board is.
Right.
I don't think there's anything stopping them sticking a sticker on the other side.
The expansions have all chasms and outside areas that you actually you'll put on top of that. So
other good points is quick to play. You can get through a mission in about half an hour probably, unless people dilly-dally. Kids would take longer to play it, but
we know that from experience.
Yeah, it keeps them quiet. It's good. I mean, it's simple.
They're the good points. Bad points, in terms of the rules, it sort of feels overly simple now.
The random movement is actually quite funny because once or twice, Si was playing the heroes and you rolled a double one, didn't you? And it messed up what you were trying to do, which was quite amusing. But at the same time, it still doesn't make tons of sense, the random movement. The bad guys, do they have random movement?
No, they're all set.
Yeah, they're all set, so it's like a hybrid system.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird. The bad guys, and the system is, they're all 1 wound each, so they're dead easy to kill, pretty much all of them. But there's more of them, but I don't know if it's balanced out right, but you know, we'll forgive that because it's, what, 30 years old nearly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's by today's standards. I mean, I didn't play this when it came out. Once or twice at a mate's house, but my big game was Warhammer Quest, the original one, which was 4 or 5 years later, and took this and fixed it. So I grew up with Warhammer Quest, which was this plus, and so this seems like a
simplified version.
a really dire, you know, Fisher Price version of Warhammer Quest, which is, you know, I've been spoiled by Warhammer Quest, I guess. I mean, the spells, there's the spell system and all that, and there's the treasure and equipment. That all filters through into Warhammer Quest in various ways.
Yeah.
But this is kind of like, this feels like the thing they took to the expo to demo Warhammer Quest. So, you know what I mean? It's like the prototype for it. That's what it feels like. In this era, I was Space Crusade dude.
Some of the things I think they did a little bit wrong in it was the spells are very fixed, you know. But even when they're playtesting it, they should have gone, oh, you know, this is getting very monotonous now.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, the heroes are well overpowered.
they feel they're super overpowered, especially the first few missions.
Yeah.
This is probably something that we know now. When you're playing a game like this, or you know, when you're making a map, fine, make the first mission so the heroes just wipe it. But the second mission, there should be a kind of a step up, and then it should keep on ramping up a little bit until finally you go, hang on a second, there's a balance here. We played the first 5 missions in this, and it was just like every game, it's just the heroes just...
It's like walking through, cutting grass, isn't it? Getting through the bad guys. Yeah. Even the Bloodthirster, the gargoyle, sorry, is 1 wound, and the barbarian with any trinket can just knock him over.
So I was saying that, oh look, in this quest here, look, it gets much harder, you know, Keller's Keep or the Witch Lord or whatever. They start actually ramping up the difficulty then.
Yeah.
But it feels like you have to go through too much of it. So there probably wasn't enough of a play testing done in it, you know.
Maybe.
Perhaps. But it must have, I'm just trying to picture like being a 10-year-old kid playing this in the 90s.
It's great for kids, it really is.
But was it long then? Did they spend a long time playing? You know, how...
Yeah, because when you're about 10, 11, 12, I remember playing Talisman and this a couple of times, and Space Crusade and Adeptus Titanicus and all those. Half the time was spent rowing with your mate about the rules, you know, or the interpretation of the rules, because you were too young to understand them properly. I think this doesn't have that problem. The rules are pretty simple. Spells, kids will get into trouble with because there's a bit of reading there and a bit of interpretation.
Well, the problem with spells is some of them are line of sight, some of them anywhere on the board. So there's
any complexity here is in the spells, isn't it? Definitely.
Yeah, and GW, we've bashed them before for this, but they're oversimplification of some of the rules.
Yeah, this is a different GW. It's not today's GW. These were, well, there's a couple of the same guys.
This game could be partially to blame for that, because there's some rules that can be a little bit ambiguous, like with line of sight and whatever. You know, it's very. How is this meant to work? And you know, is line of sight when you unlock an area? How does the areas unlock? How can you know how? When you're searching for rooms, is it per...
It's a bit aged that way, isn't it? Yeah, the rules development is a bit creaky in places.
But yeah, it's nothing that you can really hold against them. Oh, there's another thing that's a little bit weird that I didn't think I was going to moan about, but sometimes the heroes feel like they've got too much time. You know, you just constantly can search and, I may as well look for it.
Yeah, the search thing is a bit broad.
But, you know, I don't know how you fix that per se, but it's not up to me to fix it. But
nobody ever will.
But it's that's kind of a casualty of the random movement as well. Because sometimes it's like, well, I rolled a double 1. Yeah. What am I going to do? And if you're Billy the kid, like Billy. Though, you know, I rolled a double 1. What can I do? I can't get in combat, and he has to wait his whole round. You know, oh, well, give him something to do. Search for treasure. Okay, great. Yeah. So it's got a bit of a
secret doors and treasure are far too prolifically found, aren't they?
Yeah. The treasure deck's...
Every room's got a secret door built into it.
The treasure deck's very simple. It's very like, it nearly feels like, oh, here's some money or here's whatever. But the heroes don't need it. There's no actual reward from them. You know, it's sort of, it all feels a bit soft in places.
Kind of like Silver Tower, really. You know, that's he's going back the other way.
True.
The pinnacle was Warhammer Quest, believe me.
All right. I still haven't played Warhammer Quest. One day we'll review that.
Yes.
Okay. Well, cheers for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.